actually. Because the menus is really fucking weird on controller.
On gamepad, buttons are closer. Bro, I play fucking Fortnite, dude. I'm gonna be a kid. Bro, I'm not scared of playing keyboard, bro. People are making, there hasn't been a reason for me not to. The only thing I saw is that it's input delay, apparently. That's what one person said. I don't know if that's true.
It could be.
Both good. One gives you better movement control, and the other, one gives you better movement control, and the other gives you better camera control. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like you'd go for movement, though.
Yeah, but camera?
Camera's not gonna help shit.
It can. It's like boss fight.
No.
Dude, I've never seen a keyboard player play Dark Souls. I might be the first.
Could be.
If I don't like it, because we're brothers controller.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna be worse on controller.
I don't think so.
Years, bro.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of listen.
yeah.
Found disabled.
But the Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you,
Past you when you just
nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
may or not, that may have killed.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden.
Funny to me, dude.
I can promise you that.
What?
I may or may not have accidentally killed a frail old woman.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
That was funny to me.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Damn, everyone's
You'll
saying it's like a
see.
pain in the ass.
It loosens tongues in no
For
time.
this mouse and keyboard, I can tell you that is harder than joystick because I
You know?
can't kick.
I have to admit, Mother,
Change between
the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours.
But I prefer it than I'm used to.
always remain rational.
I don't know. Honestly, it's really up to you.
I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Imagine.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
I
Listen.
really don't think it is.
Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero?
Cap.
Pity you're not in any position to do so.
I think you are.
For the last time.
What do I get in the Dark Souls Deluxe Edition? I might get
Where
that if
is
What do you mean?
Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Edition's originally $85.
I think it. No, that's only for Dark Souls 3 and the DLC and the season pass that comes with it.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Yeah, but there are no more updates is coming out or something, so
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
I mean, you really don't need the season pass.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman.
No, I need
Nice.
the DLC.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
Well, I mean,
No.
do whatever's cheaper.
Even
If
though
the
you
season
impress
pass
me
is
more
cheaper,
and
then
more,
do that.
I
but
have to do this
If
on
it's
my
cheaper
own.
to buy them individually,
Mother,
then-
you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchardt.
How much?
Tell me what I get.
How much is the base game?
Like $15.
So it's $5 extra to get all the DLC.
Yeah.
I would just,
$6.
I would just do that then.
I don't know what I would get. It's anything to see. Didn't even tell me.
The expansions. It's one of them is called like the Ash of something. You unlock a new area that you have to explore.
The ring is city.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Area.
They're new areas that you explore to continue the story, like leftover bits of the story.
It's like a beat the game.
If you beat the game, then if you want extra story and extra gameplay, then you buy the DLC.
That's cool.
I feel like that's self-explanatory.
It's not.
I'm saying, oh.
Like, I had to beat the game to go there.
I think
Well
so,
done,
yeah.
Mother.
Or
You
I
just
think you
had
can
to
just
pick
hop
up
into
Von
it.
Borchardt's
I'm not
trail
sure.
on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which,
I would
by
just
the way,
ask for
looks more like a
35
big rock than a
and get
paradise island.
2 and 3 with the DLC, and then wait like I don't know 2-3 weeks, and then ask him for 40 for.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you
I
once
mean-
again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that
Oh,
you just
really?
can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
So you don't really
Well,
need to
now,
play
Duchess,
one
we
for the
find
story.
ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing.
Okay.
Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some
sense.
business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
I feel like the
Now, do
third
good,
one
sir.
is
What
probably
brings you
everybody's
here?
favorite.
I don't know, whichever one looks fun as fuck.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him.
Or is the same,
We have
but
some
the plot is
business
totally
to take care
different.
of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this
How?
island, and only a very few ever make it.
Spoiled about the
Indeed,
game?
I imagine this must be your first time here.
Imagine this.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for
I feel like spoils. don't
We're
matter.
moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
The fuck?
Mother? Oh shit!
One of my
Your hand!
inspirations, one of the greatest of all time, praise Kentaro Miura. That's fucking
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right.
like God said, Ezra.
Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
Make your
There's
character
no
look
other
like
way.
him?
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No.
So where you're at?
No! You can run if you want to,
No.
Sarah, but you
I'm
will
in
never
the...
Probably get new shit they gotta learn. It's like,
Oh, probably.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
well, I hope you look past it.
Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure yes.
Holy fuck, it's
Fine.
oh my god, that's scary.
What?
That boss is creepy.
Which one?
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Oh, I
Going
heard
crazier,
in
or
the second
what?
and third
This
one
can't be real. The Duchess arrived with
to
me.
don't listen to
What's happening to me, for God's
the
sake?
things.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
In the game, you can put down hints on the floor for other people to find and read your hint. And I heard in the first one, oh my god, you know how there's writing on the ground?
Oh yeah, you can turn that off.
No. It's hints from other in Dark Souls 2 and 3. People said the hints are traps, but in the first
Louis,
one,
during the
like,
trip,
all-
I had something
almost
I
all of
wanted to
them are
ask
good.
you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'll show
I'm
you
not
when
sure
I
if you
fucking play the
remember,
game.
but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Sure.
It's like the blood shit, right?
Not the blood pools. That's where you... I'm pretty sure that's where you put your humanity in, so when you die, you pick it back up there, but... It's the fucking highlighted images on the floor.
They're red.
They're not red.
3 lines? Like 3 lines or something on the floor. Or is that it? That's like... Oh, I'm stupid. Is that like humanity?
No.
That's the way you... Dude. Come watch one of my game.
Wait, I can only
Going
do this?
offline mode.
I'm gonna do that.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An
Dude, I'm gonna
ingenious
see
scam
fucking
involving
Red Bull
mass
cans around your
manipulation
desk and
on a
shit.
scale never seen before.
I know, dude. I wouldn't eat
There
it.
was
Oh,
a
yeah,
cavern under the abbey, wasn't
I'm gonna
there?
fucking see a skid mark on your
The
gaming
wind
chair.
would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So,
That's fucking
to stop the
gross.
howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
What'd you
Admit
send
it,
me?
Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the
Resend
case
it.
vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
I got a fucking elephant in the leg.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago in London,
No, sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
My dad's here.
I ask her a question, she answers another. Is she playing with me?
I am gonna.
I don't think.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see,
Not on
Louis.
keyboard.
Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Boy, I won't be on keyboard though.
No, you're not going to
I
be.
don't know where we're
100%
going like this,
can tell.
Emily. But you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision,
Smite
you don't
is
have much of a
nothing like
place in her
Dark Souls.
heart.
Mine's hard as mine's really hard keyboard though.
Smite is nothing like Dark Souls.
Well, I just look at fighting games, so you know,
Well, I mean, you said you're not good at Mortal Kombat and shit, which is 2D fight.
Must be an incredible view from up there.
I don't think I've ever
Impossible to set foot on the island without being
You
seen
probably haven't.
300 meters away.
Wow.
Have you played World of Warcraft?
Yes. It's not the same as
Mmm.
really. It's like a story and shit. The
Kinda.
fighting is hard.
The fighting and shit is different than World of Warcraft, but like
Good
the
evening,
movement.
sir.
and shit.
May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet.
Yeah, really kinda
Delighted to
is.
welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son.
Did
I
you
must tell you we
see-
are doing our
No, you
utmost
didn't.
to
No,
find
no.
your mother
You
as
were
quickly
asleep.
as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my
I was
mother?
gonna ask. I was
2
gonna see
weeks
if you
have
saw my
passed since
coordinates.
Sarah's mother
Yeah, you
went
did.
missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and
The
cranny
movement
of the
is
island.
the same, but the
But sir,
fighting
may
is
rest
different.
assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on
Then
the
you-
island
your movement
and
should be fine
regularly
in
changing her
Dark Souls.
location.
Unless
But
they
no one
have
seems
really
to know
weird
why
fucking
she would
movements.
find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have
What do you
found
mean?
leftovers of food, a few of her things,
Yeah,
or
I know,
even
but what
traces
if
of
Dark Souls
campsites.
has some
The
weird-ass
reason why
fucking
we were off again
RFDG?
is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left
Dodging
the
is probably
manor
gonna
last
be
night.
like
We think
B
that perhaps
or
Sir's
Z,
mother
Q
was
or
here.
R. Yeah, they do have on console too, but that's in the beginning. Like once you click OK, you can't change them. That's what I was thinking about doing, but I'm not resetting.
You're literally 5 minutes into the game.
Stop.
I'm not even gonna look up. I'm only gonna like do my own thing. You
Did anyone...
Unfortunately not, sir.
Yeah, don't
Only
do that.
lights were
Just
seen
go
by
with your
servants
gut.
of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed
That'd be
anything
cool.
at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is
not
embroidered
slow
with
as
the
fuck.
initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother.
Yeah, but he probably does a
Sarah
shit
de
ton of
Richet.
damage.
I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
That's all right. Just
On
block
the
with
landing
sword.
dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
damage to it. I'll do.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But, sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus ergatur. You don't know, my son, how... It's quite small. Might belong to... Looks like a bowl of bar has been... Edge hip is black contract.
Well done. Was it fixed? Okay.
This might just come in handy.
No, it's slowly.
No one's...
What is it? Green.
Let's go. We know the runs.
My stream real quick. What? I'm watching. I'm in the fucking.
There's a fucking outfit in the store.
What? No, what? Go.
From the rest.
He's gonna
That... Looking bad. Cosmographic
Yeah.
well. It's just the same... Out loud. What happened to my... Also, a few
There's a-
water. You never know. Useful. There wasn't counting on it. Powder.
They called?
Hairpin. Bag. Smell. Or puff. What does this mean?
Oh wait, you.
Just in case here. Crying out, why did you hide something? No, don't know what you hear.
No, I started.
One. But okay. Yeah, you. What color drink?
It looks like an actual. Coca-Cola.
Frozen Coca-Cola.
That's what it's called. That's literally all it's called, apparently, bro. There's
McDonald's
3 flavors.
frozen
There's a pink one.
Coke. Frozen drinks. What the fuck?
It just came out. It's good. There's a blue one.
There's a
Oh,
there's a
my
blue
goodness.
Fanta, blue.
Yeah.
I mean a red Fanta and a Coke.
There's a blue. There's the pink one. My dad said there.
Yeah, that's the Fanta ones.
What do you mean?
Apparently in Australia. What the fuck?
They're damn deported or immigrants.
Yo, these look better than the ones we fucking have.
These are the ones that I have, dude. Are you fucking dumb?
No, I'm talking about the Australia ones.
Just, are you gonna try it?
I might.
The Coke one's good. It just tastes like a Slurpee, but the Coke Slurpee, literally.
Yep.
Slurpees are nasty. This is actually good.
Locked.
Yeah, it is pretty new.
I'll never get it open barehanded.
For us.
For us, yeah. Never heard anything of a fucking Coke Slurpee from McDonald's.
7-Eleven out of business. 7-Eleven.
There we are.
Those are fucking Slurpees. only one good zombie flavor, dude.
Not really.
Pina colada's the best fucking flavor.
You're disgusting.
This looks like a pistol case.
Yeah?
But it's empty.
Gross.
I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
It's fucking
Just like
gross.
in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Yes, it is.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, I'm not part of the
A
family.
fragment of amber. This wharf was used as storage for a
Long
lot of
lost brother.
barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Imagine.
The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock. It's unusable now.
No,
I don't know what the
it's
person
not.
who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Imagine.
Apparently, someone on this island has
Imagine
gone
you're
through a
adopted.
whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must
Nah,
find you,
but
dear
okay.
mother. And quickly, too.
I do what?
Dude, what?
I am.
You're not, but okay.
Forever.
I don't know.
I'm strolling here, swear to God.
Swear to God, do not.
How?
What do you mean?
How am I not?
Because I had to talk with your mom. Dumb?
Fuck.
We had a nice long talk.
Oh, I know when this was.
Yeah.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky
I don't know.
outcrop?
That fucking milkman Halloween. Damn it.
Yeah, we dropped you off at fucking McDonald's place and just rented a motel. We really did. I can't. I'm screaming. Well, stop! Oh my god. Gonna get banned.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you.
Thank God it's not.
You are the son of Sara
green
Derice.
anymore since I put down the latency.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important
Let's
envelope,
go.
but I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
She's not on it, but okay.
Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her
Imagine.
disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I'm
my
okay.
son. Bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it
Well, I
personally.
mean, I feel like
You happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the
I feel
hour,
like you
she
should
must
play
be
the first
asleep by
one.
now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Well, I mean,
By the
you
way,
just
Your
wait.
Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has
you're gonna
rendered
play the
great
second one?
service to the church, and her help is invaluable.
Okay.
I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
That's gonna take forever.
Only she had told me
By
where
the
she
time
was
I-
headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have
Yeah, by the
always
time I
been
finish the
discreet,
first one,
and I should
you'll
like
be
them
able
to
probably beat
remain
the
as
second and third
such.
one.
If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That
I'm-
is very commendable. But since we work together
No,
on a
I'm
daily
just not
basis,
confident in
it's
my
surely just an
skills.
oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Yep.
Be it Mother or myself, our motto has always been discretion in all things, and to promise to never betray a word
I'm
of
done.
honor. Was your secret safe with Mother? It will be even more so with me.
You have convinced me. The mystery with which your mother manages her business proves that she carries your motto close to her heart. Your words seem sincere, my son.
All the same, it bothers me
No
to see
way
you
I've
to
been
conjure
streaming
your
only
eminence.
for 35
Is there any other
minutes.
solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate.
No.
Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, always been
Fuck
successful.
your resume.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Dude, you are getting kicked out.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's
get dropped from
reputation.
FaZe, you have to
As her
join
son, I will
TSM
defend the de Richet's
fucking,
word with the same
Austin.
fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before go?
Or you go or you
No
get
one
dropped
other
bottom of
than
the
your
barrel
mother
to
will
fucking shit, what's that team? Stop.
I swear
Yeah.
by the Almighty God to honor the promise
OFT,
that no
I think it
one
is.
but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Pokemon shit, isn't it? Oh,
Listen,
OTV?
let's stop there.
Yeah.
I'm
Offline
going to
TV.
tell you a secret, Monsieur Derici. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French
Dude,
priests
like, no,
who face
like,
a
what if
massacre
Pokemon-
organized by the
Pokemon?
accursed
Pokemon.
Republican tribunals. The church
Just
is
came up in my
littered,
stream
being
and just heard
bled
us
like a
talking about
beast.
her feet.
Without your mother, hundreds of men
Imagine
are clawed with that
20,000
bundle
people
of
come in and we're talking
She has
about her
made the
fucking feet.
services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Fucking turn on my
Even
webcam,
if she
I'm
does
just
not share
spreading
all
toe
our
jam all over
convictions,
her.
she always provided assistance.
I'm the
You can
picture
be
you
proud
sent of the
to
little
be
boy.
her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15
I turn
names
into
ready for
Amaranth.
departure.
Turn into an ASMR
Quick,
stream.
remember to tell Sarah when you see her. The tongue is short.
I buy a
Well
hot tub for my room,
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
and then I just have the ear ASMR thing. Pokemon, right?
What do you play?
A game called The Council. I think you do.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
I know.
It's the
right?
least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for
Stop.
ages.
You want stuffing?
Since I set
That's
foot on the
fancy.
island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He
What are
joins
you-
us straight from Rome.
What are you?
Oh,
geeking
just
about?
call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George
What?
Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance,
No
Mr.
way.
President.
That's George Washington.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de
How
Richet.
fucking old
It is an honor
is
to
this
meet you.
game?
Young
What
man,
time
let's
period?
keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many
Why
illustrious
is George
personalities.
Washington look
And you haven't seen anything yet.
What?
Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen
The
people.
only fast food
They can't all
restaurant
be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the
Could be.
upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence. at
I mean,
the
I'm sure
entrance.
there's.
It's the
I'm sure
perfect
there's
place
like
to build
many
up a network.
fast food
What
restaurants
were
that
you
are like
talking
not
about,
as
if
big
you
as
forgive
Whataburger,
my
but,
indiscretion?
Oh, like there's no other place that starts with a W. It's a fast food place.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and
Why?
how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
I didn't even think of that.
No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see,
I just
it will
don't like
come.
Wendy's.
Despite all the
I'll be honest.
goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, Do any of you know the reason why we're
I
here
don't
this
like the
time?
food.
Not in the slightest.
Dude, I don't like
As
the
for
food.
me, I've been
I
invited
don't
by
like
Sir
the
Horn,
food, but I
a
like
close
the
friend of
mascot.
Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organises a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During
I was
which
planning
time
on
we
getting a
remake
shirt,
the world.
which I still probably am. that
Accompanied
has
by
Ronald
gallons of
McDonald
absinthe and
and
cussing.
the Burger King guy
I'll leave you
throwing
to imagine the
money over
result.
Wendy stripping.
So, if I
Like
understand
typical.
rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother.
I know.
For what
I
reason,
still might get it.
exactly?
I don't know.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here. I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Oh.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
I want to know about that.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
No.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also
Yeah.
close to
My guy,
Lord
it's
Mortimer,
supposed to be a story game.
so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my
it's like
dear
one of those
guests, a light meal
Telltale
is
games.
served in the small
Like, you know, the
salon.
wolf
For those who would like to,
within,
you're invited to follow
the
me into the next
Batman,
room.
My
Telltale
dear fellow,
series,
you
the
must have
Walking
read my
Dead,
thoughts.
You know those games?
I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful
No, it's
not to make too
apparently
much
people
noise.
say this is
One
it's
of
like it, but
Mortimer's
better.
guests
Apparently.
is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way,
You want
Sir
my
Holm,
honest
but
opinion?
I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory,
I
I'd
played
like to
the
keep
Wolf
Mr.
Within,
Washington
and I think
company.
that was a way
Please feel
fucking
at
better
home.
game.
And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
That's true. Ooh, those are both really good points.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. Would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you were mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother. I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Could my mother have had a problem with someone during her stay here?
No, not at all. Your mother has always been charming company, and everyone got on very well with her.
Not even a servant?
Certainly not.
Everyone gets on well with the famous Sara de Riche, eh?
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Stand back, please, so she can breathe.
Elizabeth is accustomed to this kind of thing.
It looks like it's just a dizzy spell. Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. Lucia can do wonders.
Dude, I gotta piss so bad, but I don't wanna...
Are you all right, Elizabeth?
Leave
Do you feel
on
any
us.
better?
When did she arrive?
Stop.
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already
Listen,
gone missing.
we literally have an hour to two, like...
Are you all right,
hours.
Elizabeth?
Yeah,
You gave us
dude,
quite
no.
a fright.
Wait
Take
for
it
your
easy, miss.
dad's girlfriend to get
Let
home
me.
anyways.
I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
Insegni della
Yeah,
bestia.
you're gonna...
Sorry, Your
you gotta
Eminence.
buy the game
I
anyways,
don't
so-
speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is
You gotta
time
buy
for
the game,
everyone
so
to
it
go
doesn't
to
matter.
bed. It has been a long day.
I'm not gonna play it.
No shit, but you gotta buy it still.
What?
You gotta buy it still.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I can do that while you're playing your game. It's like a minute.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
what if
the
I
more
do,
delicate.
like, what if I beat the
I'll
boss
see what
while
I can
buying the
do,
game?
but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Yep,
I can just clip it.
yep, I'm gonna piss. Hold on.
I'm trying to watch you. It's annoying.
Yeah, I know, but your content.
Well, I am
What do you mean?
impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with
I
Mr.
mean,
Washington,
kinda
my
hard.
dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent.
Because my
You seem
my
to be intrigued
streams
by that statue.
without you
Absolutely.
are really fucking
It is
awkward. I'm not gonna
remarkable.
lie.
It's awkward with me on the stream.
No, like
Lord
I
Mortimer
actually
is
talk
fond of
normal
atypical
when you're on
works
the
of
stream.
art.
And
I won't
there's actual
disguise the
fucking
fact that I
dialogue.
find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I
Like, I'm
must say,
commentating.
he does have some outstanding pieces.
I don't see how. It's more content.
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
Oh, I see our young sir is a connoisseur.
Why? It'd be
Yes,
so
in my
much-
spare
Yo,
time. Yet,
on
I
stream?
couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is. I think I recognize a theme, but the style intrigues me.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. The artist is none other than Lord Mortimer. I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have
Did
liked
you
to
see his
stay
eyes?
with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Oh.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come
I've
across her
only
in the
been on for
corridor.
52 minutes.
She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Thank you.
On that note, it's very late.
Sending me
you must be
bits?
exhausted.
Sending me subs currently?
The
Thank
servant will accompany you to your rooms.
you. Yo, you send me $50, imagine. You s-
You would have to give me the game with Steam.
Cap?
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night.
I'd
Mr.
buy the
President,
fucking
Your
game for
Eminence,
myself.
Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de
Imagine.
Richet,
Nah,
will
that's
find your
scummy,
room
that's
at the
scummy. I
end of
wouldn't
the
do that.
corridor.
I bet you
my
have.
friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
No.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall
I've
see
had
you in
people
the
do that
morning.
to me though, and it's
Sleep
fucking
well.
annoying.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Like I've lended
It's been
people
quite
my
a day.
account so they can play on it.
Right. Where is
And then
my
they
room?
spend money on shit on my stuff.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
What do you mean? Wait, no way you fucking fell for that. Cap? Cap.
Huh. That's me.
No. No.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
I didn't fucking fall for that shit. Okay. The only game that I did not play with people, like other people on, was Call of Duty, because I played with my brother. But every other
Honey,
game that had online,
couldn't
I
have
played
hoped
with
for
my
better.
friends. Yeah, they did, and I gave it to them. Because I trusted them. Why the fuck would you do that?
President George Washington.
You do once you have tech in fucking school, which I did.
Monsieur Johann van Vollenberg.
No, not every kid fell for that. Well, most little kids, but the kids who had tech as a part of school knew not to fucking give out passwords and shit. Technology. Were you with your typing on like Nitro Type and shit like that?
Monsieur Jacques Peru?
You do. They tell you in
about.
school not to do that shit. You do. You probably had. You probably had fucking. You were probably in an EI classroom. Special ed. Gap. They literally taught you 2 + 2 = fucking 8.
Right. So what should I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do? Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so...
They actually do. I'm not even
Too bad.
kidding.
I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow.
I
Nice
learned
room.
I learned that from
Mortimer
4th
sure doesn't do
to
things
7th
halfway.
grade. No, it is not. When you were 8 years old, you were in the 5th grade. Wait, hold on.
Surely not, like 10.
What grade
You're 13 in 7th grade, I think.
would 8?
That's what you feel old. We stop.
Oh, never. What?
Yeah, you're like dumb.
No way. 3rd grade for an 8-year-old. That can't be right.
Wait, what?
Oh, it is right.
What?
Cause you're 5 years old when you're in kindergarten. 6 is 1st, 7 2nd, 8 3rd, 9 4th, 10 5th, 11 6, 12 7, 13 8, 14 9. Wait, I wasn't 13 years old in 8th grade. I was like 14 or 15. Oh, that's because I got held back. Never mind. That's right. That's fucking right. Never mind. I'm just retarded, apparently.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with
so
political
fucking
undertones.
stupid.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
I'm just gonna stop talking. Because I apparently don't know shit.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
So I guess, yeah. Maybe it wasn't taught then.
They never taught it.
But I remember specifically, like 5th, 6th, 7th, definitely had it, cause I had to do Nitro Type and shit with my friends, and that was probably my favorite thing to fucking do. But before we could do Nitro Type, we had to take shit like don't give your passwords out to strangers, make stronger passwords by doing this, this, and this. Don't give out emails and shit like that. I only get 3? The fuck?
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
What?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess.
Are you talking?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear.
Yeah, I said that girl was bad.
What girl?
I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
Yeah, that's a dude, bud.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Probably not so bad.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm so confused about what's happening.
It's Dark Souls time, bro.
Not yet, kid. It's not even dark out. It's not even close to getting dark.
I'm coming.
Oh my god.
No, after give me like 30 minutes to an hour more on this game, and I'll play Dark Souls.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people want to see me rage.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on, but doesn't touch.
How the fuck did you get 5 years?
I don't fucking
The
know.
torture of Ixion. Condemned by the gods to lose his mind
I'm
because of
surprised.
arrogance.
It's actually the most you've ever had.
Golden elixir.
Ooh, I could
Inferno
have
by Dante.
fucking.
Abandon hope, all ye who
Could've used
enter
that
here.
square for
Lovely
dialogue.
lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
You're a boost.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help.
Damn,
Do
lost
you
two
remember the
viewers.
young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Okay.
I bumped into her in the small salon before.
Well, She is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to
Imagine.
make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her.
Stop.
I just
What is
need
up
10
with you and
minutes.
shitting on my favorite
But if my
Mormon?
vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Ah, fuck it. We're gonna
Count
go
on me,
somewhere.
sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
I don't know where the small salon is.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, so it's not that way.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me. Duke Manuel Godoy. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Opened Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Okay, I don't see how fucking taking a book is gonna be helpful later. That's crazy. I had 5 viewers and then it dropped down to 3. It's crazy.
I just the content game.
Apparently, no, like,